Welcome to the list. Today we're going to be talking about the 5 MMOs for experienced players. Remember how iTunes used to separate its playlist suggestions into essentials, next steps, and deep cuts? Also, remember when the iTunes user experience wasn't intolerable? In the same vein, we're going to piggyback on last week's list of the 5 best MMOs for new players and suggest 5 more MMORPGs that you should at least give a try if you're looking for a new game. And next week, we'll take it a step further and recommend 5 deep cuts for the hardcore crowd. Number 5, Dungeons & Dragons Online. There are a lot of D&D-based video games out there, each bringing one or more aspects of the pen and paper experience to the digital table. Dungeons & Dragons Online's strength is its unfailing dedication to the Eberron and Forgotten Realms source material. The rule set, from skills to feats, is super crunchy, the action-based combat is serviceable, and the party mechanics can provide some excellent adventuring. If you haven't played DDO, or if it's been a long time since you have, Turbine's game is certainly worth a try. Number 4, The Secret World. Tired of traditional science fiction fantasy MMOs? Funcom's The Secret World might just be the survival horror MMORPG experience you've been looking for. TSW has a dark sense of humor that is self-aware as it is entertaining, and it's a game that makes you think in a metagame context that is unlike any other MMO on the market. It also leans into its unique modern setting, which is worth checking out as a counterpoint to the majority of other games out there. Number 3, Wildstar, or Wildstar, just depends how you pronounce it. Okay. If you've been raised like the rest of us on games like World of Warcraft and EverQuest, and are looking for a new take on the conventional MMO formula, Wildstar may be the next MMORPG deserving of your attention. Turbine Studios has worked to emulate everything that has made traditional MMOs successful, with a number of twists here and there. Furthermore, the player housing has to be experienced to be believed, and the game's just gone free to play, making it easier to jump in and try out. Just give the servers a minute to settle. And number 2, The Elder Scrolls Online. How many hours do you think we gamers at large have spent on Elder Scrolls games? Millions? Billions? Bethesda has a knack of creating single-player RPG experiences that are vast and engaging, and their sister company, ZeniMax, has done their darndest in building an MMO to match. It's taken some time, a free-to-play conversion, and a console launch to get everything working the way it's supposed to, but The Elder Scrolls Online is now a close approximation to what we expected from it at launch. It features all the hallmarks of an Elder Scrolls title, with the added benefit of massively multiplayer gameplay and live updates. And number 1, Final Fantasy, A Realm Reborn. Last week's list was met with a slew of comments suggesting that Final Fantasy, A Realm Reborn should be numbered along with the 5 best MMOs for new players. It's an excellent game, but its job system and other features are a bit complex, making it a better fit for players who can attest to at least the most basic MMORPG experience. Final Fantasy: A Realm Reborn is a phenomenal realization of Final Fantasy world building with an incredible amount of depth and polish. If you like fantasy worlds or JRPGs, you owe it to yourself to give Square Enix's MMO a try. What are some of your favorite MMOs? Be sure to chime in here below in the comments and on our 35 greatest MMOs of all time article, which we'll list below in the comments as well. As always, thank you so much for tuning into the list. We'll see you next week.